Welcome to Goat Talk Live.
I don't know. I get a little tired of hearing, right?
The 99 is terrible. Here, I'm lacking for some reason. It's real white and flabby.
WTF. What are we doing?
Eddie, I tell everybody who'll listen that we're a really big deal.
Continues to grow and grow and grow.
Boy, oh boy, is it good to be back. Welcome, everybody, to Goat Talk. We're back. Holidays are over. We're back at it again. And, boy, am I glad to see y'all. And I'm glad to see you, Pat. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm good, man. By the sounds that were emanating from you, it sounded like you bit into your favorite sandwich right there. You started out, and got into it. So I love it, man.
Yeah, if this podcast was a sandwich, it would be my favorite. That's for sure. Well, thank y'all so much for being here. We're excited to be back. Y'all just roll on in. We're going to have a lot to talk about tonight. It's going to be the shortest 1 hour, 2 hour podcast that you've ever seen, I think. We're going to be here for a while, so go ahead and settle in. It's going to be something special, I think. No, well, we're calling it tonight Where the Ends Meet. And why did I call it that? I don't know. Trying to be cute, make up a name. I don't know. But what it is the end of the season against the beginning of the season. So two ends are meeting. We're right in the middle of that. So you got a fall season in the rear view. We've got the spring season right out the front windshield starting next week. Unbelievable. So excited to get this podcast going, talk a little bit about last season, talk a little bit about what's coming up, and then everything in between. Always, though, we got to start out with our wonderful sponsors, and that's SAVE22. They sponsor this podcast, and we are so appreciative of them. We got a lot of stuff coming up with them. Excited to hear more about that. Got Tuesday Talk always over there on at Save22 Vet. So go check them out, save22.vet if you want to check their website out. And check out what they're doing. Always support them. Like their post on Facebook. Let them know, hey, we're thinking about you over here at Goat Locker, because we definitely are. Save22, huge part of Goat Locker, and we're so proud to be partnered with them. And over at ATYL Media, man, the slate for podcasts and slate for Taylor Kitchen is going to be wide open this year. I can already tell they're getting ready to hit the ground running with all their podcasts and shows. They're going to be adding more coming up. The ATYL Media, where you're watching this right now, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit subscribe and watch her shows. And the folks that operate under her umbrella, because that is supporting those who, and she's done a huge support for us. I mean, been a huge help for us, getting us a different audience, getting us in front of people and access to stuff we wouldn't have had access before. It is a big, big deal. So when you're looking for NASCAR stuff, you want to have another podcast to listen to and watch about NASCAR stuff, Formula One, IndyCar, NHRA, all kinds of stuff. Go check her out. And ATYL Media is where you want to go. They got a website too, abovetheyellowline.com, the brand new website. So go check it out. They got a lot of cool stuff on there, articles. So if you want to support some real homegrown NASCAR media, you get tired of all the clickbait stuff and all the folks that you normally listen to, why not ATYL Media? Unbelievable stuff. And NASCAR season is right around the corner. And so what a better time to get plugged in, man. Cannot wait for that to get going. So go check them out, NASCAR.shop, NASCAR.shop. Go check out. That's the ATYL Media sponsor, and we appreciate them. All right, all that's out of the way. We're ready to go, man. Pat, we got so much crap going on. We got, you were excited about NASCAR coming up pretty soon, but NASCAR's about a month or so away. We got a little bit of time, but something else is coming up pretty soon, and that's the new season of Goat Locker Racing. Going to start off next week. But
sorry.
There's other stuff going on
okay.
in the nonprofit world. So wherever you want to start, I'm going to let you, since you're the CEO, you can just pick whatever you want to start with. But we haven't talked too much and haven't had Goat Talk in a few weeks, so we want to sit here and kind of know what's going on in the nonprofit. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff that we don't know about, not a whole lot of at everyone's when it comes to the nonprofit here lately. So we want to get that inside scoop, let them know what's going on. So what's been going on?
All right, I don't even know how to follow all of that up. That was a whole lot of energy and a whole lot of things.
It's a word salad.
It was. It was delicious. I mean, I hope everybody digested it okay. Got you a little vinaigrette, sprayed it on top, and good to go. But yeah, there's so much going on, and when we take a break this long, and it's been 3 weeks since we've been on the air, 4 weeks, I don't even know.
Yep.
It's been forever since I've been on here. Andy was on the last show of 2025, and I tuned in. I saw the bottle, jokes and everything else that happened, and everybody, I saw all that. So my feelings aren't hurt at all.
If you had feelings, I'd be concerned about it.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. And I appreciate everything. But yeah, we have been busy. We're going to talk a lot about the upcoming racing season. Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff going on there and so many different series that have come up, and we've got new people assigned and new broadcasters and series directors, and I don't know, man, we just tried to shoehorn a bunch of stuff in there. Bunch of returning sponsors, which took a whole lot of work over the past few weeks and getting everybody back on board. And it's so exciting to see that not only did everyone that has been with us stayed with us, but we got some new people on board as well. If y'all didn't see it, you should have saw it. That Harpoon Design came on board for this season, for this year, actually, which is incredible. They designed the stock cars that we have, this paint scheme that we're going to utilize across all of the different cars for a lot of social media and things along those lines. Harpoon Design came in and said, yeah, we'll do it. And then we had a talk with them about, well, why don't you just be the official painters of, Goat Locker Racing? Why don't you come on board? And they were like, we'd love to. We'd love to support the cause. We've been following you guys for a while. Some of our drivers race with you. So it's incredible to see things like that happening with us as well. And I know that has nothing to do with the nonprofit world. You said, hey, Pat, what about the nonprofit world? And,
hey, look, let me interrupt you a little bit about Brantley. Brantley, I've gotten paint schemes from him in the past before I knew he was even connected with anybody over here, and they've been out of this world. I've got an ATYL Media next gen scheme that is unbelievable that he made. A couple more that have been out of the last guys I went to get paint schemes done has been Brantley. So that was before this connection, and then I saw Whitley came in, and Brantley's been spotting for him for Mark Whitley. In a few series, so I'm tickled. When I saw that today, I was like, man, that's awesome, because he can sure enough knock out some really nice looking paint schemes.
Yeah, incredible. And I love it when people within the iRacing community and do all these great things want to be a part of what we're doing, because we're different. We're different from every other league, and I know Harpoon and Brantley has done a lot of things with other leagues and broadcasts and all this other stuff. But was truly excited to be a part of what we're doing. So, and then he just absolutely killed those paint schemes. Andy Carnes, shared all the ones, the truck, the ARCA, the next gen. Man, they're beautiful. So we've been working really, really hard on those things. Getting everybody back on board, getting everything kind of, I'm going to say, planned out for 2026. We're just going to, it's going to be another seat of the pants type year. There's no way around it. We're growing so fast with so many people and so many eyeballs on us. I mean, who knows where the next thing's going to take us to and all that stuff. But one of the things, we didn't share a whole lot of pictures from it. We should have. I've got some videos. Bad on me. I never sent them over to the guy that makes the little videos for us. That guy over there. But we had an incredible trip out to St. Louis. And I don't think we really got a chance to talk about it much. I didn't get a chance to talk about it much. That's for sure. So I wanted to share a few pictures from that trip today. And if you don't know, I mean, I think that's another person that we talk about just all the time is Mr. Dan Crackheel right there in the middle. So if you've never seen that beautiful man's face, here's your first opportunity. There's the handsome guy on the left and the handsome guy on the right as well. You recognize those folks. But we had so much fun. It was a long day. It's 3.5 hours out there. It's 3.5 hours back. And as you can see in this picture specifically, and you'll see it in one other, I don't really do anything. I snap pictures.
I noticed that.
Yeah. A couple people are going to pick up on this. Like Dan's out there getting the stuff out of the back of the truck. There's Andy with part of the rig on his shoulder. And I'm just standing there like a goober snapping pictures.
And again, you're nowhere to be found except for behind the camera.
Well, in one picture, I kind of did a selfie type. There I am. yeah, there I am. And that's his beautiful daughter as well. And it was incredible to meet her. Just a fine young lady. And man, I can't say no. I think all of us can't say enough great things about Dan. But he welcomed us into his home with open arms. We got a taste of St. Louis. Apparently there's some sort of cheese out there or something, some fried cheese thing. I'm not really sure. Can't remember quite what it was all about, but we got this pizza with the cheese on it. Then we got some fried cheese with it. It was really, really good. And we had a whole lot of fun, hanging out with
delicious.
Dan. It was really good. And then how cool was it, man? We talked about it a bunch, but how cool is it to be able to deliver that equipment to one of our own? I mean, it just does not get much better than that at all. And so, too awesome. Incredible way to close out 2025.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and, there's a lot of folks out here who do a lot of work that, they do it for free. They do it because they want to. They do it because they love goat locker racing. And so to be able to reward people like that make a huge difference and stuff, it's just what a cool way to be able to do it. There's a lot of people, thank you is all they can do. And bless your heart, sometimes that's all you need to do is say thank you to somebody that does something for you. But for goat locker racing to be able to actually provide things to folks that are important to them is just incredible. And he's an EMS. I mean, he is a first responder. That's the whole reason why Goat Locker exists. So, and I tell you, I find real hard, pressed to find somebody who doesn't deserve it as much as Daniel Kirkiel. He does so much work here. I mean, painstaking, frustrating, annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Tough, hard. I mean, I can keep going. It is. He does a lot of stuff that I don't know if I could do at all, and I don't know that I would have the patience or the or the attitude to do. I think my attitude would just fall apart, and I'd be like, man, I'm done with this. This is crazy. And he does it, and he takes charge with it. He's been a sort of a he's kind of heading up a whole lot of things, especially this whole extreme thing, which I'm excited for him. I hope all the work that he's done, I hope he kind of gets to enjoy the fruit of it at some point and go, look, if this was all worth it, because he had put a lot of time. But everybody has kind of jumped on board and got on board with it, and I'm sure that's made it a lot easier. So, I mean, so far, what I've seen, it's been pretty incredible. So all the work that gets done on Extreme, let me tell y'all, I don't know if I've told people this before, but what does that mean? What does he do on Extreme? I mean, he is working with the developers to make sure that everything that Goat Locker is trying to do is right. A way to have stats, a way to have all your races tracked, a way to be able to click a link and not have to have a screenshot posted, not to have iRacing's messed up point system, be able to customize things when we have things like the ARCA series. It's very special. Things that require those type of things all have to be done custom or it has to be put in manually, and he's been doing all that kind of stuff. So I'm telling you, when I say it's an undertaking, I mean it's Undertaker from wrestling. How big it is that he has to do. It's unbelievable. So that's why we've been releasing the Kirkiel, man.
That's right.
Pat, did you see their shirts out there with release the Kirkiel on it?
They actually made the shirts now?
They made the shirts. I think Daniel's got one.
Yes.
Why is that not on the Goat Locker store? I don't know. But
we're going to have to fix it.
Somebody figure out how do we get that shirt, because I will buy one. That is a fantastic shirt, a Release the Kirkiel shirt. I think Skylar Daly made the little graphic with the Kraken with his face on it. So I guarantee you that'll be a purchase I would make immediately if it ended up on the Goat Locker store. So, but a lot of people in chat saying well-deserved from Skyman. That's Skylar Daly. Alan Smith says he treats you with a lot of respect. Kudos to Daniel. And Skylar's saying, I know he has a poster. So maybe he has a poster.
I would take one of those too.
Yeah, poster sounds pretty sweet, but I would need a T-shirt that says Release the Kirkiel. Yeah. I like it. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I kind of hijacked that. But I wanted to let people know what does it mean I'm working with Extreme. I'm telling you, he's working with the guy who runs it, trying to figure out how we can make Goat Locker a lot more streamlined. It's pretty crazy. And with 11 series coming up this spring, we're gonna need it. When we're expanding, we need that stuff. So it's pretty crazy, pretty cool stuff. Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah, it's Yeah, I don't even want to. We'll talk about the 11 here in a little while, because we have quite the undertaking that's going to happen starting next week for sure. But this was
Yep.
just, again, this was an incredible moment for both me and Andy. It was such an incredible moment for the organization. We've done a lot of sim rigs. We've done now close to $40,000 worth of equipment that we've awarded out to our nation's warriors and first responders, and each one of them is special in their own way. But this one was truly special. I've met Dan many a times, because the man will just jump in his car and go wherever the hell you need him to go. Not only is he on the computer 24/7, he'll just jump in his car too.
Yeah.
So it's so cool, so cool. And I'm not going to belabor the point or any of those things. I think everybody that tunes into Goat Talk or is a part of Goat Locker knows how much we love him. And so that was such a fun way to close out last year. As the final veteran / first responder to get equipment from Goat Locker Racing was Dan Kirkhill.
Love it.
Yeah, and then as we've started into 2026, we got all these initiatives that are happening, and one of the biggest things, or I'm gonna probably say that statement way too many times because everything's kind of big around here, is we launched the Pit Crew program.
Okay.
And so with the Pit Crew program, and what we decided upon is, we're always trying to figure out how to raise money. It takes money to do the things that we do. We want to do so much more, and again, it takes more money. When we look at 2026, we're going to be getting people together at racetracks, but when we do that, we rent homes, so people have a place to stay, and so we've got to raise that money. And then, so we tried a couple things with like a monthly donor campaign, and we're like, hey, donate 10, donate 25 a month, donate 50. And we're like, you know what? There's a lot of great campaigns out there that are just $20 a month. If you want to jump on the TV and you'll see them. There's some great campaigns out there. It's just $20 a month. It's easy. And so we just kind of adopted that same thing and said, hey, let's have us a program. It's a Pit Crew program. You can join for $20 a month. You get a special t-shirt. It's the only way that you're going to get the t-shirt is by joining the Pit Crew program. And let's see what we can do with that. And then we also thought, we do tend to tap everybody on the shoulder quite often for money. We're just like, hey, we've got Premier Series signups. We've got this fundraising race. We're going to have this over here. So instead of tapping people on the shoulder all the time that sign up and race in the Premier Series, we also said, join the Pit Crew program. Instead of, coming into the spring season and having to shell $100 out of your wallet because you want to race cup and trucks, just sign up for $20 a month and you're good for the entire year. Yeah. And we're going to send you the special t-shirt and all that other kind of fun stuff. So really just trying to simplify some things and make it easy for everybody. But if you head over to our website right now, there is now a tab at the top that says Pit Crew. If you go to any of the donate buttons on the website, it'll take you directly to that tab now. There's one way to kind of be a part of Goat Locker Racing. Well, there's three. There's the individual Pit Crew program. There's a Pit Crew program. Don't say that 5 times fast. There's a Pit Crew program for companies that can sign up for $100 a month. And then there's the one-time donation. If you just want to donate $30, donate $30. That's great. And it's had some very good success so far at the start of this year. So thank you.
I love it. I mean, the Premier entries, if you try out to get in the Premier, that covers your entry fee, correct?
Yeah.
Yep. So to both of them, right?
Yes.
So you can run in both of them. I'm going to tell you, $20 a month. A Subway sandwich, a foot-long Subway sandwich, which I know you love.
Nobody loves Subway.
And a bag of chips and a bottle drink is damn near $20, $17. You believe that?
It's crazy nowadays.
You believe
I
that?
do believe it. I do.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So for $20, you get access to the Premier Series if you try out. And you go through that and you make it. But also, you got 11 series that you're able to race in the spring. There is no better value. When you're talking about money, everybody gets a little weird. I get it. But this Goat Locker has been the only place I've ever seen on iRacing, in a racing league, or in gaming in general that I know of that you actually see your $20 or whatever you're paying go to something great. The only thing you could see the results. You see the output of what you input. And for $20 a month, this has been so well worth $20 a month for the 5 years that I've been around here, and it is even more so now. So, when we talk about money, I know it gets a little nervous. People kind of like, well, money's tight. Everybody's, that got that kind of stuff. But I can't think of anything for $20 a month that I can do and have as much fun as I do here. And I know everybody else feels the same way. So I love it. I think it's a great idea. I think that's a really cool way of trying to generate some funds for sure.
It just make it easy on everybody else. One of the things, and you said it almost kind of perfectly, whenever you talk about money, it's always a little funny. You feel a little icky about it, those types of things. And I would rather do something that's easy for everybody. Instead of tapping people on the shoulder for $50 here, $100 there, hey, just sign up for $20 a month, and we'll call it good, and you get access to everything. And we're going to do some cool things with the Pit Crew program throughout the year, whether it's specials on this or swag packs that for our Pit Crew members. So stay tuned for all that. But the program is launched, so head over to the website, check it out. It's pretty cool. So hopefully we can kind of get that smoothed out. And we are in the throes. We've got all these 11 racing series that are going to start, and Jamie's going to start smacking some people around here real quick to get their entry fees paid for the Premier Series in the spring. So super easy way to do it. Just go over to the website, click $20 a month, send me your shirt size when you select that, and we'll get you that so special, Pit Crew t-shirt to you as well.
I love
Pretty
it.
Cool. Yeah.
I love it. I'm trying to get a little picture up here, but I've been having trouble with Discord. I don't want to show the text here, but I'll get it to you in a minute. But there are some Skylar Daly's already put together some mock of Release the Krakiel shirts.
Oh, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's all over it at this point.
I'll get it. I will show it as soon as it pops up, so I may interrupt you, but I want to at least show that. But anyway, so very, very cool. But no, some other pictures that you showed me I'm really excited to hear about, and I want to hear more. I'm going to kind of make this sort of a question answer thing. But
sure.
You got a new headquarters? What's that about?
We did. I don't even know.
What are you doing there? What's going on in there? Are we laundering money? Like, what's going on? And why do we need a headquarters?
Easy, man. Let's not put ideas. Hey, been good knowing everybody.
That's a joke, by the way.
Yeah, right. It's been a goal of ours to get an actual facility. With the amount of work we do, with the amount of equipment that we have, and all those types of things, it has always been a goal to get our headquarters. And we've talked about this on a couple different occasions, and we've been working with the same individuals for 6, 7, 8 months at this point in time. And finally, just kind of all the details worked out. Andy did an amazing job. And yesterday we started moving some stuff into the building. And so I don't know, man. It's hard to put into words what this means to Goat Locker Racing. When you think about the evolution of any, let's just say a small business, you start something out of the back of your home. I don't know. Think of Logan Sturgeon and Big Fish Barbecue. You start something out of the back of your home. You're making barbecue sauce. You do it as a passion project. It starts to pick up some pace. You start making a little money, whatever the case is. And at some point in time, you find yourself with like an actual storefront, like you're in a building and you're slinging barbecue sauce. The evolution for us, except for we're not slinging barbecue sauce. The evolution's the same for us, so we will have a facility that people can come visit us. The mobile simulator will be set up all the time, so anybody can come in and turn some laps on the mobile sim. It'll be a place that we have merchandise, be a place that we can show off some things too. If you look at some of those pictures, you'll see all the flags that MK Fire Design did for us that are going to be, up for auction or a part of charity events here in the future. So it was a little bit surreal of a moment yesterday for sure. And then we have started collecting some items for a future. There it is right there. So it is I'm going to say a mock Mobile One gas station. It wasn't actually ever a gas station. It was built to look like that.
Gotcha.
It never was a gas station. And a gentleman, both the Goat Locker trucks parked out front, looking pretty cool. Man, and we've started collecting some certain items, some race used items, for an upcoming event. that we're going to use for charity. So, there's all the flags from MK Fire Design. This is the actual office space itself. We have, ignore the engine covers right there. Those are for a future. People are going to have to bid on those things. I will tell you, go back to that picture real quick. I'll give a little backstory. So the Arrow McLaren one was from the 2024 Indy 500. Alexander Rossi raced that one and finished fourth in the Indy 500. And you can tell that is from the Indy 500 because that is paint. That is not a wrap.
Now, did you also get the dumpster you got this out of, or what?
I didn't get that either. That wasn't in the dumpster. Trust me. Yeah, that is a super cool piece of racing memorabilia right there. You don't see, you will never see anything from an Indy 500 car. It's so well guarded and protected, and all those types of things. And so, yeah, we've got some furniture to get in there. We're, the next two guys that get sim rigs from us, your seats are a little used. Sorry. We had to sit somewhere.
Got tired after messing with it. You had to sit down.
Yeah, I had to sit down for a couple moments. We've got a lot more stuff we're going to be bringing in there over the next few weeks. We hope to have it fully up and around beginning of February. And, it's just another evolution in all the things.
So is Andy going to sleep there, or like what's happening?
Probably. I mean, it's the level of excitement that you can get out of Andy Carnes is something to behold. That guy can be like a little kid sometimes. It's so okay. It's so awesome. That is pretty freaking awesome.
I mean, come on, give me that shirt right now.
let me not the white one. If you're a white shirt kind of guy, that's cool.
Move it down maybe a couple inches,
a little bit,
down a little bit. Man, we got something going on there. I like it.
Oh, by the way, Dan, you're going to get the proceeds from none of these shirts that we sell. No, just gonna,
yeah, I mean, we're going to use your likeness.
Yeah, we're going to use your name and likeness. You have no say in it whatsoever. We're just going to start producing stuff. But yeah, man, I mean, it's just, I don't know. Andy was so extremely excited. He worked hard on the deal and worked hard, and I knew somebody was going to do it. Somebody was going to do it.
Well, answer the question. Does that lead to your office?
It does. It 100% does. So, thanks. But it's just a facility to pull the trailer into and everything too. So we've got, we'll be able to pull the trailer inside. It's just too.
So is it just for storage? Do you have other plans for it? Like, I don't know. What are you going to do with that?
It's going to be a legitimate office to where we can hold meetings and bring people in. So
this building's a marriage saver, is what I think it is, right? It's a place where you can store your stuff and
get out of the house. Get out of the house. Yeah.
Keep the business out of the house. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it got to be quite a lot. My garage is full. Andy's garage was full. My upstairs was full.
You only fit so much in a trailer too, so you can't fit everything in there.
And for the amount of stuff that we're getting and all this other, and if everybody kind of really thinks about it a little bit too, it just adds another layer of legitimacy to what we do. We now have a physical location that people can come to and see us. They can get on the mobile simulator. They can check it out. We can invite people over. I can invite race car drivers over, IndyCar drivers over. We can host people at our office and come see what we do in person. So it's going to help us grow the organization so much. And help us, advance us into the future. With the ultimate goal is helping more veterans and first responders. It's our ultimate goal. I think sometimes people can get a little lost in certain things. We're doing all of this. We work so hard. We do pit crew programs. We do everything that we do so we can help more people. So we can put more equipment in more people's hands, and we can do those types of things. We can get more people together at racetracks. I can rent more spooky houses with spiritual ritual grounds. We could do all of those things.
We can have our own spiritual ritual.
We can. Now we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can set it up out front, and we can, hold hands and, I don't know, sing Kumbaya or not Kumbaya or, I don't know, whatever it is. So, pretty exciting day yesterday. Excited to see, how that helps us and how it really advances us into the future. So super cool. And at the end of the day, what better building? what better building for Goat Locker Racing than a mock gas station?
Yeah.
It's not some silly, office space in a strip mall or some craziness like that. That's
Yeah.
a pretty damn cool looking building.
It is a cool looking building. So, yeah, well, that is awesome. I can't wait to see sort of the progress. I'd like to see you take pictures, progress as it goes, and that way we can kind of document this initial process and what it looked like and then what it turns into. I think that'd be a fun way of keeping some memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason why Go Locker exists is Sim Rig number 14, which is also in the works.
Yeah, so I had an incredible call with a police officer. He's a police officer up in Fort Wayne. Has been on the force for 15 years. We'll tell more about his story here in the future. But just such an incredible individual that is going to benefit from being a part of Goat Locker Racing and being a part of our family. And quite honestly, I know we have some other police folks, our first police officer that we've been able to provide equipment to. So we've got a couple of little, fine tuning things to touch up. So we're going to make the phone call to him. I'm sure he's not tuned in. Maybe he's tuned in. I don't know if he's tuned in. My bad. I didn't even think about it that way. Whoops. But we'll make that phone call at the beginning of next week, and we're going to get that scheduled to get that equipment delivered. So the first one of 2026 is going to a 15-year police officer.
Heck yeah. Awesome. Man, cannot wait. Very, very excited. Yeah, that's going to be so cool. So we'll catch up with that whenever that goes down. Now, next Friday and Saturday, you're going to be in Columbus, Ohio, the Winter Conference with the Ohio American Legion, all day Saturday. What's that? What you going to be doing out there? Doing the sim rig, doing the lap challenge? What you got planned for that?
Yeah, so I think most people know or may not know, Gary Cox, one of the SimRig recipients, he was the one that we presented to in Ohio. He's the vice commander for the state of Ohio. And he's been wanting to get us more and more involved with it. And so they have their winter conference coming up, so he invited us out. It's a 3-day conference for them, but they have this whole vendor area on Saturday. And so we're going to go out there, we're going to set up. And yeah, we're going to have the sim rig out there and all that other kind of fun stuff. SAVE22 is going to be with us as well. So John Moser's coming down.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, so it'll be Goat Locker Racing and SAVE22 right next to us. And we're just going to have fun with it. We're going to meet all the different post commanders from across the state of Ohio, shake a lot of hands, hopefully make some really, really great connections, and then really, start, working with the American Legion, at least in the state of Ohio right now, a little bit more. One of the biggest to-do things for the American Legion right now is to figure out how to get in touch with younger veterans, to figure out, how to get them more involved or how to actually reach out to them. And so they were so excited to learn about Goat Locker Racing, what we're doing, and how we engage people, that they actually wanted us to come out there and set up and show off what we do. And so I'm excited to talk to a bunch of post commanders, and see what we can do out there. And then Friday we're gonna take off a little early. We're gonna head over to Cruising Classics, go see our great partners there. I'm stupid excited about that because that means I get to just wander around the showroom and drool on all the cars. get yelled at by the owners, and then have to go back and buff all the cars I drooled on. And then afterwards we're gonna head over to Nasty's and have us a dinner. And Ryan Pendleton's going to be there. Slippy's going to be there.
So, oh, really? No kidding.
Yep.
Hot dog. That's what I'm talking about.
He's actually in town. He's not.
Those Ohio guys got a lot to do these days, don't they? Since last weekend, don't they?
I wasn't going to say nothing. I'm not going to say nothing.
They got a lot of free time on their hand in the weekends.
They do. But Slippy's going to be around. And for those of you who don't know who Slippy is, we kind of call him NASCAR Tom. Depends on if you've ever met him in person. If you met him in person, you know him as Slippy. But NASCAR Tom is the gentleman that has donated the VIP passes to the races that we've gone to over the past 2 years. He's the guy that donated the passes to the Bristol Night Race we went to. He's the guy that donated the 8 VIP passes for us to be able to attend the Coca-Cola 600 this past year. He's an incredible individual. So he's going to be in town. So he's going to meet us at Nasty's, and we're going to have dinner with him and Ryan Pendleton. Hopefully the owners of Cruising Classics have time to come over as well. obviously, Frank from Nasty's, the general manager over there, will be hanging out with us. So we're going to get to hang out with a bunch of great people, a bunch of great people that have supported our mission. And then the very next day, go hang out with the American Legion of Ohio. So
Awesome.
It's going to be a fun weekend.
Yeah, that does sound like a whole lot of fun. Well, that'll be fun. Go check them out if you're in the Ohio area, Columbus, Ohio. Go check them out. Well, and we got big announcements coming with SAVE22. What can you say about that?
Yeah, so for all you jokers out there, that every time we get on this damn podcast, and y'all like, where's the SAVE22 gear? And I'm like, y'all belong to Goat Locker Racing. Go buy our stuff. Could you head over to our web store? I mean, I hear you, but could you head over to our web store and, and help us out a little bit? But I tell you what, not only did I hear you, SAVE22 heard you. So I have a bunch of SAVE22 hats that are being shipped to me at this very moment.
Yeah.
Also, when I meet up with John in Ohio next weekend, they are bringing me a bunch of T-shirts. They're donating all of this to us, so we get to utilize it any way we can. So I think the way I'm going to utilize it is I'm going to sit here with all of it on the next podcast like this and be like, you all can't have any of it. It's all mine.
just hoard the SAVE22
I'm just
gear.
going to hoard it all. And everybody's been like, hey, I wanted one of those. Well, I got 73 of them. You can't have one. So it's been something that me, John, and Al, and I saw one of his comments on here earlier. He senior chiefed me. Those guys over there love doing that to me for some reason. I get texts from John all the time in all caps, senior chief. And I'm like, what? Stop yelling at me. But that was one of the texts I got earlier this week. Senior chief. And we got a bunch of hats to ship to you. And I'm like, well, good.
Awesome.
I know a bunch of guys and gals within Go Locker Racing going to be excited that we can get them some SAVE22 gear.
Yep.
And we'll get it out to you guys. Trust me. It's $50 a hat.
It's $20 a month for a hat.
It's $20 a month for a hat. Sign up to be a part of the Pit Crew program. I'll send you a SAVE22 hat. I'm gonna make some money off this somehow. So
yeah,
I love that so
yeah,
much.
it's awesome.
Man.
Yeah, well, that's cool. That's what an awesome thing for them to do. I know people have been asking for it, and I'm glad that they've listened, because I love my SAVE22 hat. I wear it all the time. That's my new favorite hat. So I don't wear it just for the podcast. I wear it all the time. Ask my wife. Yeah. Well, let's take a little break from talking about some stuff, and let's go into some important things. And one of the favorite things to do each week is the GOAT of the Week, and that is somebody, someone, somewhere, somehow made a difference in Goat Locker Racing, around Goat Locker, either through the nonprofit or on the racing league. And I can tell you right now, a lot of stuff's going on with the racing league, and so I think that's where our GOATs of the Week are going to come from. I'm going to go first because I want you to go second. Mine's going to be Andy Carnes, and I'll tell you why it's Andy Carnes. You've seen him out in all the pictures, delivering sim rigs, doing all kinds of stuff for the nonprofit. But this week, he sent me a Excel sheet of all the sponsors. He wants to rotate them through the broadcast. He put together this whole deal and just handed it to me on a silver platter and said, hey, I did all the work. Now you just put it into action, and had a plan and saw it through. I love people like that. They got an idea, and they act on their idea, and they make it happen. And Andy Carnes, no wonder he is where he is, because he did that, and it's a huge help to us on the broadcast side to be able to have all the partners, sponsors, have it in one place. He's got a rotating little sponsor read thing, so we're not just reading the same ones each week. Every one of our sponsors is going to get a little bit of love. And Andy Carnes put together a really nice little spreadsheet. So he's going to be my GOAT of the week. I sure do appreciate him. And, Pat, who's your GOAT of the week?
I got to go with Jason Kristen. And if you don't know who that man is, you've seen his work here as of recently. Jason came to us. I think he actually talked to Tim first and like, hey, I'd just like to get involved. Any way I can get involved, I'd like to be involved. I think Tim threw it up in the admin chat. He's like, hey, this guy, volunteered wants to get involved. I'm just putting it up in here. So I reached out to Jason, had a chat with him, and he's been a graphic designer for the past 20 years or something along those lines, and loves doing it. And I said, well, all right, let's give it a shot. Let's see what you can do here. And I think that was the first one I threw at him. I said, we're going to change the ARCA sponsor. We're going to shift it over to Alexander PCs. What do you think you could do with it? And then he sent me this stuff, and I'm like, holy smokes, you are good. Like,
Yeah.
this is crazy. And then I asked him, I said, you know, we've got all these different racing series. Some of these logos I did, some of them were done, you know, beforehand. I'd like to get them all done in the same design, just refresh everything. Do you think you'd be up for the task? And he said, absolutely. Didn't even hesitate. And just started cranking out some of the most beautiful logos we've ever had.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, they're just gorgeous. Pull up that SAVE22 truck one. That one is insane.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Unbelievable. You know, you just know the difference when somebody is like, I'm doing this because I need to, and I kind of have an idea of what I want it to look like, and you know, you kind of put together, and it looks like, you know, the logos that we've had, they look good. They look real good. But you could tell when somebody is a doggone professional graphic designer what it turns out to be. And these are incredible. I mean, this was probably one of my favorite ones for the new Dirt Series on Thursday nights. Unbelievable what he's done. And all these are fantastic. The Lincoln Tech IndyCar and the NVETS Grand National, one of my favorites as well. Yeah, dude, these are killer. They are so good.
Yeah, and that's a nod back to NASCAR 2003.
Yep.
There's a different AM truck, you know, logo floating around there, you know.
Hey, let me find it. I'm going to find it.
It's in the general of the Friday AM truck. General.
This one?
No, general. Just it's in general. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yay!
I don't think he did. I think that's a little Skylar Daly little.
Oh no, he did that.
Oh, who did it?
Jason.
Jason did it. Oh, did he?
Yeah, as a joke. He was like, "Hey, send him this one first," and I'm like, "All right, that one looks pretty cool."
Yeah,
but they're
a little upgrade of the Jam Printing Promotions Pole Award. Yes. It looks so good, man.
Yeah, and not only that, you guys will see in the broadcast coming up too. You know, we got the extreme scoring restart zone. We have the white flag brought to you by Glove Station. You know, the green flag brought to you by Extreme Scoring. We're doing some really cool stuff, and he went as far to even design those for the broadcast team so we could splash them up on the screen. I mean, he probably did no less 15, 20 logos for us. I mean, it was insane. Yeah. And just kept, you know, and if I would have had to go out on the open market and pay for all this stuff, I don't even want to know how much I don't even want to think about it, quite honestly.
Yeah.
It would be an insane amount of money. And he did it out of the kindness of his heart. Enjoyed it. And so I can't say thank you enough, Jason. I think you're tuned in. I think I saw your name at the very beginning there. I did, because he was the first one to chime in. I'm so glad I'm done with those. I know he was up against the gun a little bit, trying to get everything done before the launch of the season next Monday. But Jason, thank you. I can't say thank you enough. Just insane work. And yeah, thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Jason. We appreciate you. And everybody, let him know, like Pat said, look, I mean, this stuff is there'd be a lot of money. And,
a lot.
Jason volunteered his time to do this kind of stuff for you guys. So if you go into general chat and you want to @ Jason, go ahead and do that. And let him know that you really like the logos, because they're incredible. I mean, I'm scrolling through them right now. They're all so awesome.
Yeah.
So really, really cool. He kind of kept sort of the idea of them before, you know, like what they were, and kind of made them a little bit more flashy, man. And it definitely can tell. So really, really great work, Jason. Just unbelievable, and we appreciate you. It's just so awesome. God, what a great community we have here, man. Just so many people willing to put in their time. The place has grown so much, but the amount of people willing to put their time and their skills here and put them to use has grown as well. And so we kind of have seen sort of a shift in one person doing everything, or one person, two people doing a lot of stuff, and now it's a group, a team of people on a particular part of Goat Locker. It's really cool. It's really cool to be a part of a team and have people want to be a part of it and be on that team. And you got the race control, you got the broadcast team, you've got the series directors, you've got guys making logos, you got guys making videos, but guys who are doing things all over Goat Locker Racing, and you got John Lawless making the podium graphics every single week, the champion graphics and stuff like that. They look incredible. And all this stuff is going on, so we can't appreciate you guys enough. I'm not of any kind of authority to say thank you from anybody else other than me, who I just love what you do. I love what people do, volunteer your time. The guys behind the scenes, Jacob Ellingson, of course, he does so much in Goat Locker and has for a long time. He's getting ready to build all 120-something sessions coming up. I know he's very excited about that.
I don't know why.
Red Bull, very excited about that as well.
They are. Yep.
They're going to make a ton of money. So be thinking about Jake as he gets ready to build those sessions. Also, think about Jake whenever your session's messed up, 6 weeks from now, and you go, dadgummit, why is it messed up? And just remember he had to do 120 of them.
At once.
So, at once. So, gosh, every one of them would be messed up if I had to do that. So,
I don't know why he does it that way either. He just enjoys it. He looks so forward to this entire day where he just sits in there and just builds races all day long. And he'll sit in Discord, so he'll let everybody know, hey, today's the day. I'm going to be in Discord. If you want to come in and chat, I'll share my screen. I'll show you how to build races. And he sits in his damn chair all mother loving day, just click, 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 chug, 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 Red Bull, click, click, click. I mean, I love him for it.
Smoke cigarette.
Whatever gets you through the day.
I'm sure there's a carton of cigarettes somewhere that's going to get demolished.
But you said it best, Eddie, and we talk about goats of the week, and we do this all the time, and it's so incredible to highlight people. I wish we could spend the next 3 hours highlighting everybody. It's such an incredible community. And I'm just talking about Goat Locker proper. I mean, our sponsors are great and all that stuff. Any sponsors tuned in, I'm not saying anything bad about you, but the inner circle, the family. The family is just incredible, man. Every time I turn my head around, somebody else is stepping up nowadays. Somebody else is taking something over. Somebody else is gracious enough to spend their time to help us out because they believe. And I think you said it too. There's very few places in the world that you can see your money in action. And we always try to do that, and we try to be very transparent with things. But gosh darn, man. I've got a guy, like you said, John Lawless, that is just killing it on some graphics. I've got Jason Kristen that killed it on some logos. We have this incredible team of series directors that are getting ready to just crush it. Actually, they're probably just getting ready to be pissed off all next week, but they're getting ready to crush it. We got this whole team of race controllers that are getting ready to get shit on for the next 15 weeks. I'm sure they're excited about that one. Yeah. We've got an incredible crew of broadcasters and producers and announcers, and we've got some new people on that team as well. And gee, many Christmas. I mean, if you really sit here and think about the number of people that are just pouring into this, we don't have any choice but to succeed.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. It's just it's fun to watch, man. It's turned into sort of a machine that kind of runs on its own. It's not the best way of saying it, but it's a big machine that's just moving, and so many different parts now that are people are and it's fun for me because I'm just speaking for me personally. I have to learn. I've never been one not to admit my own faults. I lay them out there. I have no problem telling people where I make mistake. I lack in personality. I'd have no problem talking about that. One thing that I struggle with is I'm the type of person, if I want to do something, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it the way I want to do it, and that's that's the way it's going to be. And any kind of deviation from that, I'm not really interested in. That served me well as far as broadcasting in the past, but now we have a team. There's a team of people with people who want to contribute their way, and it's been a learning process for me to learn to let go a little bit. This isn't mine. This isn't mine. I have my part in it, and I want to give what I can to make whatever we're doing as good as possible. But there are so many people, that have a lot of great ideas, a lot of things. So I've had to learn to kind of let that go and say, okay, I'm willing to, let somebody else flourish here. Let somebody else with an idea that wants to see it, through and see that kind of stuff happen and let people just do what they're good at. And that's been a fun part about, at least on the broadcasting side, is just letting people, hey, you've got skills, go out there and show everybody what you can do. And so it's been a lot of fun for me. It's been a learning process for me to kind of give up, give up that. It's always nerve-wracking. And just say, hey, all right, I'm going to put trust in you. I trust you to, be a good steward of whatever this idea is, And,
it's tough. It's tough. It's one of the hardest, lessons I've had to learn because I'm built the same way. I know how to do it. I know how to get it done. Get the hell out of my damn way. If you're not gonna, so it's a control freak type thing. And this is the first season. Maybe I'm just washing my hands of it, so nobody can blame me for it. But this is the first season coming up that I have not been involved in any of the racing.
Yeah.
So Jake and his series directors and Dan and all that, they have done everything. I have not. I don't know anything about any of the rosters, the schedules. They took it over. I stepped out of the damn way and let them do their thing.
Yeah.
And it's just incredible, and it's a hard thing to do because there's been a few days especially over our break. I'm like, I'm supposed to be. What's going on with this? And why is it? What's up with this? And and I got to go. Okay, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
But when you do that, though, you let people who have those skills, they kind of are able to kind of relax and not worry that somebody's going to come in, bull in a china shop and mess up their idea they put into place, and they get to put it into action. And I think a great example is that is all the series that we have now. Mm-hmm. So we went from like 4 series. I looked at a video. I was messing around with a video that we had in the past.
Yeah.
And it said 5 series, and I just laughed. That feels like 10 years ago we had just 5 series, and now in the spring we're gonna have 11. And what I'd love is that there has been a particularly from you a sort of, hey, if that's what you want to do it. See how it goes. Let's play it out. Let's see how it goes. I may not agree with it. I may not like it. I may not think it's gonna work, but that person does, and we don't know everything, and so we've definitely seen that this upcoming series of, hey, you want to do something, you're going to take control of it, you're going to run it, then you can have it. Go ahead and do what we need to do. And so 11 series this spring, pretty incredible. We're going to have the Monday Alexander PC's ARCA series. Let me go to the week off the thing real quick. We are past that, but we got Monday's Alexander PC's ARCA series East and West. So still going to have the 2 races, and your broadcasters are going to be Daniel Cunningham and Sky Shrek, are going to be your announcers for each East and West, and then you're going to have me and Bradley Cooper running the boards and announcing for each of those races. That's going to be your broadcasters there. And then on Tuesday, you've got the MK Fire Design Sports Car Series, which is going to be multi-class this season. Going to introduce the GTPs. Excited to see how that plays out. I ran the recruitment race Tuesday night. First time driving the GTPs, and I'm a huge fan. First time, I've driven it maybe once or twice in the past when I bought it a long time ago, and it took me a while to get into it. I'll be honest, it's a completely different beast. And, in the GT3 cars, you kind of gas it up a little bit too much and you break traction on the rear. Those things just slide out of control and they're gone. But a couple times I slid the rear end on the GTPs and it was fine. It's got so much downforce, and so if you're in a high-speed corner and you slide the rears, it'll hold. And I was like, a big old shit-eating grin came on my face, and I was like, uh-oh. I said, uh-oh. I said, I like this. So excited to see how that plays out. I'm excited for the broadcasting part of that where we haven't done really a multi-class like that. I'm excited to see how that's going to play out. The series looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of people that want to be a part of that one, and it's definitely going to be a good one. Bobby Bender is going to be a new producer. Going to be running the show for the multi-class series. Yep. And so y'all be good to him, be kind to him. As he's done it before, so it's not like it's his first rodeo or anything. But he's coming out of the gates, and I'm gonna tell you, Bobby has been putting in a lot of work into trying to make your broadcast on Tuesday night good and up to the standards you guys expect. And I think he's going to deliver just fine. As far as who is going to announce for that, it's going to be Ken Huber and Jacob Linke. Old faithfuls, man. I can always rely on these guys. They're great broadcasters, great announcers, and they're a huge part of this community, and we love that. God, we love that. And then on Wednesday nights, this is going to be our doubled up series. We got Wednesday Cruising Classics Premier Next Gen Series. Mm-hmm. So excited about that. Then we've got the MX5 Miata Road Series that Tim has decided he wanted to do. Kind of runs side by side with the Next Gen Series. Mm-hmm. So if you like road course racing, you want to sling some Miatas around. One of the best SCCA cheap ways of getting into racing is racing Miatas. They are so much fun on iRacing. Definitely worth the time if you're into road course racing. They are, you just go in the corner, just sling them around, you bang fenders. It's a good time.
Yeah, MX5s are an absolute blast. It was like, we did a little fun race over the break or whatever with the MX5s at the Roval. Mm. That car's so much. You get in all these other cars and you're so worried about, sliding the tires or how you're getting into the corner, what your braking points are or whatever. You get in that car and it's just starts smashing. I mean, you're just jamming the brakes. You don't care the tires are squealing. You could just beat the snot out of that little thing, and it just keeps on a trucking, man. Yeah, such a fun car to drive.
Yeah, it's you kind of think about what makes NASCAR so good is you can race door to door, side by side. And a lot of these cars, GT3s are bad about this too. If you make even a little bit of contact, man, you're in big trouble. And a lot of your Indy car, you can't make contact. It's real hard to battle side by side sometimes. Mm-hmm. But the Miatas, man, you can get out there, bang doors sliding around. It's a good time. So if you're into sort of a the sports car series is sort of a higher level sports car series, I'd say. I mean, the GT3s, while they're easy to drive, they're very hard to master. Yes. And it's very, very tough to do that. And GTPs are a completely different animal. Those are like formula cars on steroids to me. Yeah. But the Miatas are a very good entry level. That's why iRacing has them as sort of the rookie road class car. Mm-hmm. So if you're looking to get into some road course racing, you want to kind of have a good introduction that doesn't feel overwhelming. I've seen some guys feel overwhelmed on Tuesday nights. They go, man, I don't know about these cars. I can't seem to get a hold of them. Well, I guarantee you the MX5 Miatas you'll be able to get a hold of at least good enough to have a lot of fun, which you'll definitely have. Yeah,
that series, it's a great stepping stone to getting into the sports car series that happens on Tuesdays. It's a great way just to get out there and just go have fun. Yeah.
We forget to have fun every once in a while.
Go have some fun. Jump in that little Miata and just get after it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's going to be Wednesday night. So already packing it in here. And then we're on Thursday nights, and we have some races tonight. Thursday night dirt series. So the first dirt series, we've had in a while at least, and people have been asking for it. Dirt series has been something that folks have been sort of, hey, when dirt? When's dirt? They're always asking, when all that kind of stuff. Well, dirt now. It's right now. We're going to have it. So you better support it. That's the thing about these series and having 11 series. If there's not something you like, unbelievable. That's unbelievable. We got everything now. But if you do want something and you want it to stay, you better support it. So don't forget to do that. Don't shrug it off. If you've been wanting dirt, you need to show up and race some dirt. And then on the same night, we got Indy next, which I don't know. Are you excited about that? Are you going to be running that, Pat?
Well, I have obligations on Thursday nights.
What are you doing on Thursday nights? Well, Indy Next is pretty cool. I know you were excited about it.
I am. It's a fun. If you've not raced that car on iRacing, and I know sometimes you got to be mindful of where you're spending your money, and you're like, if I'm not going to race it all the time, why buy that car? Go buy that car. It is so much fun. You get into an actual Indy car, and you've got all these other things, weight jackers, and everything else, roll bars, and you're trying to this, that, and the other, and push the pass and manage this and this. If you want to get into open wheel racing and you want a chassis that you can actually get out there and drive with, that Indy Next chassis, iRacing did a phenomenal job with it. It is so much fun to race that car. And so again, like we keep talking about, people were like, A couple people stepped up and said, we want to put an Indy Next program together. We want something that'll feed into the IndyCar series. It's now going to be on Saturday. And I said, go, actually, I don't think I had any say in it whatsoever. Stuff started popping up, and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
Which, again, is an incredible sign that we are doing the right things and the right people are empowered to make decisions. Because that one popped up out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess we got an Indy Next series now, which I think is awesome. So, yeah, now we're going to have 3 things happening on Thursday. So if you're into dirt, that's going to be a fun series. They're going to start off in the 305s, and I think that's at Lanier, for the first 8 weeks, to get you accustomed to a car and a track. Ryan Pendleton put out, and Kareem Smith has been doing a lot of great work as well. But Ryan put out something yesterday, it's supposed to have this home track feel to it, get you used to it, get you having fun. And then they're going to swap over to the late model stocks over at Eldora Speedway, and they'll have a blast with those. Warren, everybody knows Warren. If you don't know who Warren is, he was Goat Locker Racing sexiest man alive. We don't need to go through all that again. We may have a vote this year again. I don't know. I'm sure he'll win again. But him and Mike Browning got together and said, hey, we'd like to, put this Indy Next program together. And so we have something that feeds into the IndyCar series on Saturday. And somebody said yes to it. And I think it's awesome. So just like you said, though, get out there and support these. We'd like to. This is how each one of our series has started.
Yep.
Any one of the series that you think about, and Jake will tell you this. When he first started the ARCA series and Goat Locker Racing, there were 4 cars on track. That was it. Mm-hmm. He wanted to start the ARCA series. We're like, all right, I don't think me and Jamie was like, whatever. We were so focused on Cup and trucks and everything else. And literally, I think that first race, there were like 4 or 5 cars on track. And we were like, yeah, this is going to work out. Yeah, it worked out pretty well. The ARCA series worked out pretty well. And then you also think about things like, Tim Jones a year ago, it's kind of been over a year ago at this point in time, that was like, hey, I'd like to do some road racing in Goat Locker. And we're like, well, we tried before, but if you want to try again, go ahead. And he threw up this MX5 series. And I think it was the final race of the season. It was just me and him. And I actually came out just because I felt bad. And I was like, oh, it's just Tim in the session right now. And I had a blast. And now look where the sports car series is at. Like people are like fist fighting to get into it. They're like, hey.
Well, it's a testament. It's a testament that it takes somebody who really cares about the shit to do it. And that carries over into now. Tim cares a lot about it.
Yeah, he does
a lot. So he's willing to fight for that bad boy too. I'll tell you that. But I think that's what's made it great is that he cares a lot about it. He puts a lot of time and thought and stuff into it, and other people as well. I know Jake has kind of helped with the decision making stuff on that stuff too, like all of them. But it definitely shows. It shows the care and stuff that goes into it. Not everybody's going to agree with every decision that gets made about any of these series directors, but if you don't try stuff, you don't know what works. You'll never know. If nobody tried anything, we'd still be running trucks at the same 7 tracks every year. Mm-hmm. And every season, and you'd still be probably having 1 or 2 series. So it does take people to try things, and sometimes things aren't going to work. The series directors that try things, you have to be prepared for it not to work, and not to let that kind of push you to a side and say, well, I guess nobody cared enough about it, so I quit. And if Tim would have done that, we wouldn't have a sports car series because the MX-5s for a while was struggled to get that going. We were major, mainly oval, and so getting guys on road courses was tough. And he stuck with it though, and it's turned into a really fun series. So
yeah, and
that's all it takes, man.
I would tell everybody else the same thing. Some of these other series that are popping up, Indy Next Dirt, the Am Truck series on Friday, we haven't even got to that yet. All the different things that are happening. It's going to be ugly to start out, and maybe it's just going to be six guys on track. Just stick with it. Stick with it.
If you love it, go find people to race it with you. That's the biggest thing for me. If you love whatever it is, if you're not a series director, if you love this thing, go find people to race it with you here at Goat Locker, and then bring them into the mission. That's what I say.
Yes, sir. Down.
All right. Well, on Friday we're trucking it up. on Friday, because you got the Friday SAVE22 Truck Series, your invite-only series, and then I guess we decided, you know what, we're gonna have an amateur truck series as well at the same time. So we're going to have 2 truck series, so guys who don't make it into the Premier Series can have somewhere to race. So, the Premier is going to be the broadcast, and I guess that kind of makes it more Premier. It's got the belt, it's got and the competition is going to be a lot stronger. It doesn't mean the competition is not going to be good in any other series, but it's designed to be the best type of racing you can get. And the SAVE22 Truck Series has done that season after season. It has some of the best racing. They're actually so good that it's worth going back and watching the broadcast from the last 3 or 4 races from the Truck Series. They're really awesome. It is so much fun. And so the Am Truck Series just gives some guys that don't make it or not interested in being in the Premier Series, I'm not real sure, a place to race. So really cool to see that Am Truck Series kind of take off. So now where it started as 1 Truck Series on Friday, now you got 2.
Hey, somebody came up with the idea, somebody approved the idea, and here we are. So I'm curious to see how many people come out and race in the Am Truck Series on Friday nights. I think it's an opportunity for those that love the trucks, love racing the trucks. Another opportunity to get behind the wheel of that vehicle. So it's going to be fun. They're going to follow the exact same schedule as the Premier Series, and I'm looking forward to it and see what those guys do.
Pretty cool. Then on Saturday, we've got the Lincoln Tech IndyCar Series. It was on Tuesday nights. It swapped with the Sports Car Series. Going to put it on Saturday, and I think that helps the Sports Car Series not be the 24-hour races that the Sports Car Series has. Usually goes on the weekends, and so I think that was an attempt to try to keep that conflict from becoming a problem for that series. So moved it to Tuesday night, moved the IndyCar Series over to Saturday, and that's going to be just as fun. I like that the championship race is going to be at Indy. I like that one. I saw the schedule for that. I said that is a good idea. Now, you could put the IndyCar Series could be at Indy every week, and I'd love it.
Also a true statement. Also, we just go back and forth from the oval to the road course, from the oval to the road course, from the oval to the road course. I'm down. We can do that.
Yeah,
we can do that.
Just do. I'd say do. Here's a rotation: Indy Oval, Michigan, and Laguna Seca or Sebring or something like that for the road course. That'd be a pretty fun schedule. Honestly, I'm surprised at this point we don't have a super speedway only series. I'm surprised we don't have that already. That'd be so damn popular. We wouldn't know what to do with
look,
it.
Eddie, don't say stuff like that. The season hasn't started yet. Somebody over the weekend's going to try to slap that together real quick, and next thing you know,
if
on
the
Tuesday
50-50
nights,
race,
if you don't like racing sports cars, you can race super speedways.
Yeah. Well, if the 50-50 race is nothing to go by, it's something to go by. I mean, it was pretty damn popular, and it was a great race. Not without any drama, which I love. I love drama. I love that anytime you put money on a race, somebody's going to be mad, and that's okay. I actually love that. I don't have any problem with that at all. People are going to be mad about anything you put money in. They're going to be mad. They raised some money for Goat Locker. I thought it was a pretty damn good race. I was kind of expecting – you put some people that don't race here, just sort of, kind of all over the map, 43 drivers on the track at Daytona, all racing for money. You kind of expect it to be sort of messy. But race control said, hey, we're going to throw cautions when it's a big pile up. We're not going to throw every single solo spin, which I think was the right call. And honestly, fantastic show. We had a lot of viewership, a lot of eyeballs on Goat Locker, which is what matters. And Chance Taylor got to take home some money.
$420 is what he took home.
Yeah, that ain't nothing to sneeze at.
No, sir.
Buy a couple Subway sandwiches with that.
At least 2.
At least 2.
And you could probably get them on wheat.
Yes.
You get
fancy. You get fancy bread.
You get that fancy.
Well, I thought it was a great show, so who knows? Maybe there's a Super Speedway series. I mean, I could do the 87s at Talladega, and I could rotate 87s at Talladega and IndyCar at Indy Oval and just have a series that rotates between those 2 cars for 15 weeks, and I could be pretty damn happy. That's pretty fun.
I don't know about that one, but
We'll put a Nashville Super Speedway in for you Goat Locker boys if you need it. On Sunday, we got another doubleheader. We've got InVet's Grand National Series and crazy enough, a Gen 4 Cup Series, a car that I haven't really seen get a whole lot of love. Claire Sis decided, I guess, I want to race the Gen 4 Series. Now, this is interesting because the cars are so similar. This is an interesting little pair-up. Hopefully they don't cannibalize each other. I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about that if I'm speaking honest. But it's going to be cool to see how that all plays out. The Gen 4 Cup car is a lot of fun. And the InVet's Grand National Series, I love the new name. I think that's a pretty positive change.
yeah, well, I mean, everybody's just used to calling it the Xfinity and the Xfinity car. It's been that way for 10 years, I think. But it used to be the Busch Grand National Series. And, they're swapping over to, in real life, the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. And it just feels weird to call a car that. Hey, you going to go race the O'Reilly Auto Parts car? You're like, what?
Nah.
What is that? So we just said the heck with it. We're just going to go back to Grand National.
Love it.
Yeah, we got the InVet's Grand National Series on Sunday. And then, the Gen 4 series runs at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon or 2 o'clock in the afternoon or something along those lines.
Oh, really? Oh,
yes.
Awesome. Yeah,
it's much earlier in the day. Much earlier in the day. So we're, trying some things out with some time of day, some weekend stuff. I think the great thing about Thursday nights too is, practice opens up. Well, practice for both series, Dirt and Indy Next, is probably open at this point in time. It gives some people in some of these other time zones a chance to jump in with us. Those West Coast folks, because right now it's 6 o'clock, and hey, this is a good time for me to jump on. Done, shoved enough down my back neck and everything else, and and so I think it's incredible. We're trying some different time slots too as well. So we're definitely experimenting with some things. But going back to what you said earlier, I mean, if you can't find something to race in Goat Locker Racing, like, do you even race? I don't even know if you race, because we're doing it all now. Like, I guess we don't have Formula V's at Mount Panorama or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna put this out there in the ether, and maybe one day I'll see if I can make it happen. But I would love. I've seen people suggest something like this, and I don't know if I stole this idea. Sorry if I did, but I'm gonna pretend I thought of it. Okay. But I would love like a crazy 8 series, where you have an eight race season, 8 weeks, and you race wild ass shit. So you've got the not Formula V's at Mount Panorama. That's a fun idea, but it'd be a nightmare to set up and make it work. But some fun track car combos that people talk about sometimes, like IndyCar at Talladega, or something at a figure 8, street stocks at figure 8s, or something like that people have done, smash to pass type races, something that is just sort of a fun, crazy, doesn't make sense, wacky, series that you can just kind of let your hair down, not take super serious. I'd love to see a series like that where you can just kind of do something wacky, maybe some weird old point system. So I don't know. Maybe one day I'll act on that. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, you got so many people to support it. That's the best thing about it. You can sort of support a lot of series like that, so that's really, really good. I don't know. I'm excited. I can't wait to see how this new season is going to play out. 8 series, Pat. That's crazy.
8 series.
I mean 11. Excuse me. I got 8 stuck in my head.
You done confused the crap out of me real quick. I'm like, did we axe 3 of them here tonight on Goat Talk?
No, I'm just thinking about how many. I'm thinking about how many days a week we need to have so we can have all these races. 8 days a week.
Yeah, and Kareem just put up in the chat too. 26 people laid down qualifying lap in the Dirt Series tonight.
Nice, unbelievable.
In the preseason race. So just stick with it. Everybody, just stick with it. I had a great conversation with Jake. I think it was earlier this week. I'm like, there's going to be a lot of people pissed off this week coming up. We're going to kick off the season. There's 11 racing series that's going to happen. They're going to have last minute people trying to get in that didn't follow Dan Carkeel's instructions, or it's going to be chaos.
Yeah.
And by the way, we here at Goat Locker Racing enjoy a lot of pain. So we kick off every season at super speedways. So no better way to get people pissed off than to wreck out at Daytona.
I'm already mad.
Yeah, it's great. It's going to be great.
If you don't show up, you got to show up hulked up for Daytona week. You gotta be,
yeah.
I'm just mad right off the way. I'm just mad about everything.
Get angry.
Yeah.
It's gonna
just
be a good
get
time.
mad. Just grit your teeth and go after it.
We have talked so much about the upcoming season. We got some.
Well,
things to talk
before
about.
we do that, Pat, I'm
go.
the host here. I'm the host, and dadgummit,
I tried to do a segue.
Before you do that, we're gonna jump into one of our other favorite segments, and that's our Warrior Spotlight. And we've been doing another Andy Card special. I give him credit for all his ideas. He said, "You know what? I like having the Warrior Spotlights." Be the newer ones, but every once in a while it'd be nice to change them up once a week or so. That way we're rotating. We got so many Warriors here in Goat Locker Racing. All of them need to be supported and talked about on a regular basis. And you know what? Damn it, I agree with him. And we wanted to start shouting out all the other in the past Warrior Spotlights, and we'll still hit the new ones, but we'll also kind of go through some of the ones, the guys who make a huge difference in this community and are a big part of it. And we want to celebrate them. And so tonight, Tyler Justice is going to be your Warrior Spotlight here on Goat Talk. And he served in the U.S. Marine Corps for 4 years as an 0844 artillery fire direction controlman. Good Lord, that's a lot of words. They couldn't come up with an acronym for that. Acronyms for everything else. Assigned to Bravo Battery, 1st Battalion, 12th Marine Regiment of Marine Corps Base, Hawaii.
You're going to make it through.
Where he calculated firing data for the M777A2 howitzers. During his career, he participated in 2 unit deployments programs, rotation to Camp Hansen, Okinawa, as well as a detachment to the Philippines, and 2 detachments to Combined Arms Training Center, Camp Fuji. Tyler continues to serve in DoD civil service capacity for the United States Air Force. So, want to shout him out. There's a lot of words there that I don't know, and but hey, I enjoy racing with Tyler Justice. Yes. He's a good guy. He's got same temperament that I do. He gets mad at every little thing on the track, and I appreciate that about him because it makes me feel better about myself. I feel like I'm not alone in getting mad when somebody hits me and stuff. But it's a lot of fun. He's I raced with him, Jeremy Garner, Logan Threlkeld in a chat for the sports car series last season, and I had a blast every single time. And Tyler is he's a great guy. He's a hilarious dude, and I just enjoy racing with him. So glad to have him here. So Tyler Justice is going to be our Warrior Spotlight here tonight.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to what you were talking about. And let's talk about our series champions. And we're going to shout them out. We're not going to spend too much time on this. I know y'all got racing to do. But we want to at least tell everybody that's watching that don't pay attention to Discord all the time who were your fall series champions. And you know what? I'm going to try. I'm going to try to show all of them on the screen. And we'll do the best I can.
Oh. That is going to be a feat. We had some incredible championship races too. I mean, I can't remember all the car track combos, but each series directors really put together some incredible championship races. To end up at Phoenix in the truck series, and I can't remember where some of the other series kind of finished themselves up, but there is your ARCA AM champion, Charles Haber.
And it was unbelievable that he let me fix. I'm gonna fix something real quick. Hang on.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And now I'm gonna undo it. There's Hamza Khan. All right, back. All right. So we'll get through these and kind of want to show everybody out from these guys. But yeah, your ARCA AM champion, and this was a great one. What a great story and a great win. Charles was just he kind of trucked along through the playoffs and got to the Final Four, and I wouldn't say he was the favorite at all. I think he wouldn't call himself the favorite, but he put himself in the right place at the right time. Some guys had some issues. I thought for sure Samuel Joseph was going to run away with this thing, and he had some sort of issue. I can't remember exactly what it was. I have a terrible memory, but I remember Charles Abert was there. He did exactly what he's been doing all season long, which is be there and keep his nose clean, and he was there at the end able to get that championship. So, man, congratulations to him. He was unbelievable, great season, and way to cap it off with a championship. All right, and your ARCA Pro, well, no surprise,
Right.
the guy that come in decided to dominate everything this season. 9 wins on the season for this series. He raced predominantly out of the East, I believe, for most of the season, and came into the playoffs and continued that trend of winning and was able to get 9 wins and take home the Pro Championship. So I'm no longer a champion anymore of the ARCA series. I've been my champion. I'm not the champion anymore. I'm out. They moved me out.
But you will always be an ARCA champion.
I am a ARCA champ, but I'm not the champ anymore because Mark Whitley has taken it over. He is the defending champion. So congratulations to him. I mean, honestly, I don't have a problem saying stuff that people are thinking, but I know a lot of people don't like Mark Whitley winning so much. Not that they don't like him as a person, but I'm saying when somebody wins a whole bunch, people are like, oh, here comes Mark Whitley. But I'm going to be honest with you, Mark is a solid dude. He's a good guy. He's had some run-ins with people that I've seen. He's handled it what I thought was pretty solid grace and done a great job of not letting it get to him. And honestly, he's been, as far as a champion goes, he kind of is an upstanding guy to be a champion. I don't have any bad thing to say about Mark Whitley. I think he comes in, he's very, very good, but I think he represents being a champion here at GLR really well. So, and he's got 3 of them, by the way, this season.
Yeah,
He's got more champions than anybody else.
He kind of had a really
Unreal.
good fall season. Like a really good.
Kicked everybody. Well, speaking of kicking butt, then you got the IndyCar Series, which was a disaster for everybody else. Rick Ravon, 10 wins on the season. I mean, he showed everybody what was possible in that IndyCar Series.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it seems fitting. He lives literally 15 minutes down the road from me. I mean, just a dominant season. And I can't wait for this upcoming season to see who else gets into the IndyCar Series. There's a little bit of change there, and so it's going to be wide open this season. But yeah, an incredible, he's a great dude. But this is the only thing he does is IndyCar. He is an IndyCar fanatic. He is a part of a few different clubs here in Indianapolis. He's a part of the 500 Breakfast Club. He lives, eats, breathes IndyCar. So no shock. He comes out here and just crushes.
Well, newsflash, he won't defend his championship next season.
Nope.
He'll be in the broadcast booth.
Yep.
Calling race. He's going to pull a Ken Hubert and said, I don't want to win every race this season. I'll get in the booth, let somebody else win. So, Skylar Daly says Rick needs to pull a kid and start broadcasting. Well, that's exactly what he's doing. Skylar, if you look at the schedule that you're on, by the way, you know that Skylar Daly is producing the IndyCar Series that Rick Ravon will be in announcing. So, Skylar, be checking that out. You might need to know who your announcers are. I don't know. No, I'm just messing. But yeah, Rick Ravon will be in the booth along with Noah Hogard is going to be in the booth. So, that's going to be one to pay attention to. I know he is wanting to do that for a living, and reached out and said, hey, I want to do some announcing. And I said, well, all right. And so Rick Ravon and Noah Hogard will be calling the IndyCar Series. That'll be a lot of fun. Skylar Daly will be producing that. Skylar says, I've seen my name, and that's all I know. So
fair enough.
That'll be a fun booth. And if you want somebody that's got a ton of knowledge about IndyCar, well, Rick Ravon's going to give it to you. So I think he's going to kick butt, and it's going to be worth watching. That's for damn sure. So that's your champion for the IndyCar Series. So it's wide open now. So there's all kind of opportunity to be a champion. All right. For the next gen series, it was Jeremy Garner, everybody's favorite redhead. It takes the win, got the champion. Ship in the next gen car. No surprise there. He runs that car a ton, knows it in and out. He knows all the little tricks, and he puts them to use on Wednesday night.
Yeah, and he had an incredible season. I mean, 5 wins on the season. It was a really, really good race at Kansas. Really came down to him and Cody McElwain. And, you got to give Jeremy a ton of credit. He just knows that car really, really well. And he knew where to put his car, knew when to press and when not to press. And then eventually, got himself up into the lead and just kind of walked away. And so back-to-back, champion, which I'm happy for him. He's an incredible part of Goat Locker Racing as well, and I'm done saying nice things about him.
Well,
that's it.
I mean, look, it's hard to really talk about the Premier Series and not just talk about how good the racing is. It's really hard. Like ARCA is a wild one. There is so much going on in ARCA. ARCA is awesome for what it is. It's got all kinds of really awesome, cool elements. But when you want to sit down and watch a race, and I would recommend watching the ARCA series, but these Premier Series are some of the best visual races to watch because the racing is good, the competition is unbelievable. There's not a lot of times where somebody just completely dominates the racing strategy. There's green flag pit stops. There's so many things, and the skill level is just a little bit higher. You can just tell when you watch these things. And so I'll tell you, when you go back and watch the Wednesday and the Friday Night Truck Series, it's just unbelievable how good those races are to watch. If you just want to, I'm bored, I want to watch a race. Well, go watch one of those. I'm telling you, you'll be entertained.
I agree.
The racing is unbelievable. So,
yeah.
So, congratulations to him. I know we're running over time. We're gonna move on through. We're not gonna write dissertations about these people, but Riley Duncan. I mean, no surprise there. He won the championship. This is just a winner's graphic. I couldn't find a champion. At least I may have grabbed the wrong one. But anyway, Riley Duncan, it doesn't matter. I could have grabbed any one of the winner ones. He was going to be it. Just kick butt. He knows what he's doing. He's kind of like Jeremy Garner in the next gen. He is just he knows these cars inside and out. Rick Ravon, they're specialists when it comes to these cars. But I love that. I don't know how you feel about that type of stuff, Pat, but I love it because the only way anybody's going to get better at these things is if you see somebody who knows what the hell they're doing. You got to have a carrot to chase. Racing is about, if you want to get better, try to find that little bit of extra. If you don't have these type of guys there, you don't have anybody to look at. You don't have anybody to look and say, what are they doing differently? Now, for Riley, you got to buy a controller, I think.
I guess. But I'm going to try that out this season in the trucks, man. I'm just going to sit here on a controller.
I already thought you did.
Oh.
The way you race, I thought for sure you used a controller.
Out of here. I'm gone.
It's a lot easier to give a finger with a controller in your hand, I think.
Yeah, probably. It probably is. I appreciate that, man. You're just a hell of a guy. I agree with you, though. I mean, you got to have somebody or a couple people that kind of set the bar pretty high. Those that you're chasing, those that you want to. What are they doing? How do I figure this out? And it makes you work harder. It makes you get your craft better. Guys like him, guys like Jeremy Gardner, guys like Mark Whitley. While you're frustrated and all that other stuff, it's making you better, whether you think whether you think so or not. So, but no, congratulations to Riley. I mean, he's got this car. I've just dialed in. I think he could race with a mouse from 1998 and still beat the crap out of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it could race with a sit and spin and get it going.
Yeah. One of those mice that have like the wheel on the side, the little ball on the side. Yeah, a little track ball. He'd be just going around the track, still whooping people's ass.
Now, this one is the one I'm the most surprised about. Mark Whitley, 8 wins on the Premier Truck Series. I thought for sure it'd be a little bit more, be more people taking shots at Whitley, but man, he came in and laid down the heaters and was able to get the championship. 8 wins on the season in that series is honestly really, really impressive. So, the guys in the Premier Truck Series have got a lot of work to do next season. So we all better get on. There might be somebody might be making an appearance in the Truck Series again, and we all got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do to catch up to Mark Whitley. That's going to be a tough one, but incredible season.
Yeah, incredible season. Congratulations to him, and on a lot of different levels. He comes in there and he's a lot of fun to race around most of the time. And you have a lot of, great battles and things like that. So that's an incredible season, man. We've seen some people come into some of these seasons and really dominate. We've seen this kind of performance in the Premier Series as well, maybe not quite to that level, but somebody that just comes out here and really kicks some ass. And so, he shared a picture of the belt and everything too, and I think he was kind of blown away by that. For these Premier Series, we take care of our champions for sure. So, same as you, I'm no longer the Truck Series champion. You know,
Yep.
I'm a champion, but I'm no longer the champion,
Yep.
and that's okay. We pass the torch on, and we'll jump into the spring season.
I tell you what, you got to cut him off on the interviews though. I will. I said a lot of nice things about Mark Whitley. I'm gonna do the Oreo cookie and say something funny. Not really a bad thing, but him. I tell you what, him and Joseph McWhorter, you got to put a time limit on them boys.
Like,
There's been a couple times I say, hey, look, one question for this guy because he's gonna go long. And they get excited when they win, and they love to talk about it, which we all do. That's no different, just a little bit of fun.
Yep.
But you have to cut him off. I say, God, stop him right now. All right, well then we got one more champion, and that is Jeremy Garner in the Sports Car Series. I wouldn't say he dominated. He only had the one win, but he showed up every week, and that's was the big thing that kind of helped. So many points for finishing up higher and not making mistakes. There's a lot of guys that are super fast that would wreck out, and not be able to finish these races. And Garner was just one of the most consistent up front every single week, and he was able to get that championship. And honestly, a really good battle with Tyler Justice, who is an incredible road course racer. And there's a lot of really good guys who kind of really improved fast and kind of scared me how good they are at road course racing. Samuel Joseph's one that is kind of gone from – just kind of a fine whatever road courser that he gets out there and he's running up at the front now, just driving away from people that he was usually racing around. So he's gotten way better. Jamie Lipke's gotten a whole lot better as well at the road course stuff. So I always enjoy seeing those progress. I've said this before. I love to see people's progress when they come in here and they race. And some people stay the same. Some people don't work and try to get better, or it's not even that. Sometimes your skill level is just what your skill level is. And that's tough to tell certain people. People don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that because you like to think you can go. But there's a limit for everybody. Your hand-eye coordination is just going to limit you at some point. You're going to be as good as you can get. But I love to see those who aren't there yet, haven't gotten to their ceiling, and that it continued to get better. And some people it happens real fast, like Samuel Yos. Happens real fast. So he's going to jump right in for a couple months, 4 months into iRacing, and then boom, he's now fighting for championships and wins. And then you got some people slow burn. Jake Ellingson, somebody I think about it like a slow burn. It was hard to get him to wrangle himself in, but now he's a championship favorite every season and every series he runs. So it was sort of a slow burn for him where he got that thing wrangled up, and now he's dangerous. He's a super dangerous driver. Pat, you and Jamie, same way. You guys, I remember you guys being pretty good. You're okay, but now you guys have kind of just taken off. And for old guys, that's pretty impressive. Any thoughts? It's really tough for guys your age to really improve like that.
You're just going to keep driving that one home? You're just going to drive that one home? Okay, that's good for you. Good for you, buddy. Nah, yeah, Gardner's the talent behind. I said I was going to stop saying nice things about him. Congratulations, Jeremy. But yeah, I mean, this is I'm not going to say this is going to sound bad. This is going to come off really bad. But this is one of those cases. Stick with the series, guys. Like, if you just get out there and race week in and week out, you're going to compete for championships. Don't give up on it. Don't give up on it because it was hard or you got entangled up with somebody or you can't quite figure it out. Get out there and race every damn week. And I will promise you this, and I know, Eddie, you will agree with me. If you can get decent at road racing, it's going to make you a better oval driver. It will improve you on ovals because it's teaching you it teaches you so much more about braking points and things along those lines and car control. You just got to get out there and race, man.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, look, somebody's already who is this? Somebody's already taken offense, Pat. Those dang old guys need to retire and get off the track. Who is that?
I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Let me know who you are so I can call you out and make fun of you.
Get out of here.
Get out of here with all that whining.
Oh, and then
it's just jokes.
And then we had an Xfinity champion on Sundays.
Oh shoot! Why don't I have that? Oh, there was no posted.
Yes,
well, that was Mark Whitley.
Yeah,
that was Mark Whitley again.
So for the first time ever in Goat Locker racing history, we had one guy come in and win 3 championships in a season. Again, an incredible feat. And then it also goes to show you too that a guy like Mark Whitley is putting the time in. You wonder why the guy's so damn good? Because he's racing and he's on track and he's doing it in different disciplines and things like that. So congratulations to Mark Whitley on the Xfinity championship as well.
Yeah. Well, and he was he was frustrated all season because he couldn't get that win, and for somebody like him, he kind of expects to show up and win every week, and that was fun to honestly to see sort of that little bit of kind of gap in his armor where he kind of felt like I can't break through with these cars, and he did exactly what you said a minute ago, just stuck with it, kept going, didn't quit, and it found himself ended up being the champion. So just incredible season. And Cody Anderson was who GS Crush is. I think he was joking as well, so I don't think he actually was taking offense. I don't think Cody is an old guy. so anyway, my bad. I thought it was an old guy getting upset.
Cody Anderson is an idiot, but he's not old.
God dang.
What?
All right.
I said that out loud? I said that out loud.
Well, incredible job by everybody. And look, I know we talk about the champions, but so many people were really, really had some really great seasons. Looking back on the fall series, it's easy to kind of get overwhelmed with how much stuff happened with all the series and stuff that we have going on, especially this season. Probably going to feel the same way where there's going to be a lot of lost in the sauce.
There will be.
But I can't thank you guys enough for putting on great shows. You guys make it easy for broadcasting. I know I'm always talking about it, and people get tired of me talking about it, but that's what I do.
It is.
And I can't tell you how awesome it is to have racing that is fun to call because the racing is so good, and the racing is so good because of you drivers. You drivers put on a good show. You make it entertaining. Even you guys who get mad at every single thing, you also help the broadcast and you make it entertaining. You make it less entertaining for the series director who doesn't like it, but to give announcers, I'm not sitting here saying that we need somebody to be a heel. We don't need somebody to come in and be a butthole for broadcast. But when you guys show your passion, you show how much you care about this stuff, and even go overboard sometimes, and maybe you shouldn't care as much as you do, it still makes it exciting, and it shows that you care, and that's what we need. We like to see that kind of stuff. So you make it interesting. The battles were good all season long. There were real tight battles. The cutoff races that I did in the series that I broadcasted, poor Craig Bontrager, I'll never forget. Coming, he was battling. He was in the playoffs. He was in by two positions. Came off the final corner, gets tagged, or I can't remember exactly what happened, who he got into it with, but spun out, and then was sitting there, not 100 feet from the start-finish line, 200 feet from the start-finish line, and just watching his playoff hopes just drive by as he's trying to get the truck turned back around and get back going and miss the next round. It's unbelievable, but just that's how close everything was. Those positions matter. The top 8 mattered. The top 4 mattered. There was all really great battles. Just an incredible season. One for the history books for sure. So if you're a champion of this season, if you're one of those drivers we talked about, you deserve it. And you ought to be proud of that one. And if you guys raced and showed up every week and you competed every single week, and you guys are why this is so successful, because you guys show up every week, and we can't do it without you. So great racing all season long. Some ups and downs, some bumps in the road with the ARCA series, trying to get that figured out. Then I think that turned out successful and played out better than I think we could have ever hoped. So just want to thank everybody out there for doing showing up every week, putting on great racing. At the end of the day, there is a racing league component to Goat Locker.
There is.
And it's a very big part of it. And without you guys doing all that, and everybody obviously that does work, but the guys who show up and race and are in Discord, have fun, joke around, talk trash, that makes all the difference. So you make Goat Locker what it is, so we want to thank you for another fantastic season.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I can't wait for this season to come up. We're going to have some new faces out there and some new people battles and some new rivalries happening and, all that other kind of fun stuff. But, yeah, it is the people, it is the drivers each and every week that show up, get out there and race, that have a ton of passion about it, that jump in the soapboxes and everything else and gets lively and spicy around here. And all of that is what makes the gears turn around here. And that's what makes it so fun to be a part of and exciting to be a part of. So keep up what y'all are doing. I expect the soapboxes and everything else to be just as exciting this week coming up. And, some people's season's going to get off to an incredible start, and some of it's going to start in the dumpster. My Friday night truck series is going to start in the dumpster because I'm going to be in Columbus, Ohio. So I'll miss the race at Daytona. Which might not be a bad thing. It might have been a drop race for me anyway. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so much fun to be a part of. So exciting to be a part of this organization. So excited to see what 2026 brings us. And then, I guarantee somebody is in Jake's DMs right now talking about, hey, if we put a super speedway series on Tuesdays, I guarantee it's happening. Guarantee it. Jake is swatting flies right now. Like, get out of my messages. I don't care what Eddie said on the damn Goat Talk. Get out of here.
Yeah.
I'll
say this. I'll say one thing, and I'll shut up, and then we'll get out of here. But I will say, things are going to happen this season, and we joke and say it's worth the drama and all that kind of stuff. But don't forget, man, what this is all about. This is about warriors, veterans, first responders, people who have served their communities and served their countries. And what this whole thing is about you guys coming together and people getting to serve you, but also you having a place to come that is safe for you and that you can be who you are. You're around people that are like you, and that we show you love, and everybody kind of is a family. And families fight, families have issues, but all I could say if I'm going to pass off some advice that I'm going to try to have for myself is to, if you get mad at somebody, sure, take 24 hours, be mad at them, send them a DM the next day and say, hey, I love you, brother or sister, and hey, I want to move forward, and let's not be mad at each other. Be mad in the moment, be mad for 24 hours, but send a DM, and don't forget what we're all about, which is making a community that everybody can be at, have a great time. Like I said, we're family. We can get fight and get irritated. We may not like every cousin that you have, but damn it, you ought to respect them. So don't forget to respect your competitors out there and show them love. Let's squash the beef quickly, and let's move on. Let's have a great season. Pat, you got anything else?
I love it. I'd also say respect your elders.
All right, I'll put it on my list. Put it on my list of things to
for
do.
Everybody out there, I will say this, and it has nothing to do with racing or any of those types of things. Is for those out there in uniform, whether you're in a police officer's uniform, a military uniform, a firefighter's uniform, or whatever, please stay safe out there. Stay safe. Keep your head on a swivel. We pray for you each and every day, and thank you for what you're doing for our country and our communities.
Love it. All right, guys. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed Goat Talk. We're excited to be back into it. I missed it. I missed you guys in chat, everybody that comes in and makes this fun to do. Without you guys, we'd be talking to dead air, and it wouldn't work what we'd be doing. So we're glad to have everybody support us, and thank you for ATYL Media for allowing, and Taylor Kitchen allowing us to be on their channel, NASCAR.shop. Go check them out, support them. Also SAVE22, and all of our great sponsors, everybody that we're going to have on board this season. It's going to be a lot of fun. Cannot wait to get this thing started. So, yep. All right, guys. Well, we'll see y'all next week, and same time. Weekly from here on out. So y'all have a great night. Go out there and have fun with the rest of the recruitment races this week. And hey, get ready. It's coming next season. Right around the bend on Monday night, starting with the Alexander PC's ARCA Series East and West. So come on out on V-Speed. Go check it out. We're going to have some really good shows for you. Oh, and I meant to say, I don't know if I announced it. I don't know if everybody knows how it's going to work, but I will say the ARCA Series is going to have a split broadcast this season, so no more back and forth trying to find out where your driver is. Pat, all credit to him. Allowed us to have two separate races, so you can watch wherever your family member is at, or where you can watch, and whatever link is yours. Thanks to Bradley Cooper for coming on board to make that possible as well. So just want to jump that out there. You will be able to have two links, so watch whatever race you want to. Make sure you click the other one at some point. Support that one as well. That way we don't lose your viewership, but you'll have two races. So anyway, all right, guys, y'all have a great night. We'll see you next time. Bye.